Our energy is our most valuable resource. So how do you ensure that your energy is used effectively? In this particular human design video, we are going to be talking about the Projector Energy Type and how you as a projector can ensure that your energy is impactful for the correct people that you are here to share it with. Hello and welcome to, or welcome back to TheSimplyCa. My name is Alana, and on this channel you are going to find human design lifestyle coaching videos, as well as yoga and fitness videos, and in the upcoming future we are going to start diving into some holistic, whole food, plant-based nutrition. So if you are enjoying this content, please don't forget to click on that little subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, so you know every time I upload a new video, usually twice a week. And to help out that algorithm and to let me know which videos you want me to make more of, click on that little thumbs up. In today's video, we are going to get into that Projector Energy Type, what it means to receive an invitation, what even is an invitation, how do you handle getting an invitation, and most importantly, how to create an environment around you so that your energy flows and interacts with those around you and your amazing wisdom is received by others. So if you are excited about this, please stick around and let's get into today's human design video. So if you have stumbled upon this video, you are likely either a projector and you've read some stuff about projectors and you don't understand this invitation thing, or waiting for an invitation feels like it's putting boundaries and limitations and it feels very constrictive for you. Or you're somebody who is interested in human design and you just want to know more, or you happen to have a projector in your life and you want to be able to help them out a little bit. I've got a few projectors in my life and I hold a very dear place for my projector friends, because there is this misunderstanding in how their energy interacts with others. And once they've learned that they're projectors, they've had all of these awarenesses around where their energy wasn't effective. And I wish that so many projectors knew how to better work with their energy right from the get-go, because they are so full of wisdom, so full of knowledge, and we need their processes and their experiences and their wisdom to be shared so desperately. So I hope that this video is going to be beneficial if you are a projector, if you're interested in human design, or if you have projector people in your life, and this will give you an ability to assist them in getting their wisdom out into the world. I'm going to start this video off with two examples of a projector trying to share their energy. So for this first example, imagine that you are at a dinner party with a bunch of friends. Some of them are close friends, some of them are acquaintances, and some of them are friends of friends whom you've just met tonight. You're sitting at a long table and there are conversations that are happening at all areas of the table. There's a conversation that's happening around you in your area, and you're listening to that conversation and you have some ideas and some perspectives and some wisdom that you want to share with that conversation. Now you know that what you have to share is absolutely perfect for this particular break in the conversation. And so you find that pause, you interject, you voice your opinions, you say what you're there to say. You think that you've nailed it. The information that you've shared is spot on, it makes perfect sense, and it's right in line with everything that has been talked about. And the conversation just continues as if you hadn't said anything at all. It's like you aren't even there. It's like you've spoken to a white room with nobody in it. The conversation continues on, there isn't acknowledgement, maybe somebody kind of like shrugs a shoulder or glances in your direction, but it's as if nothing's happened. Jumping into the second example, Let's say that you have a LinkedIn profile and you are a professional in a very specific area and you know your stuff. You start to share articles that you've written or information and processes that you have either implemented or that you've seen to be beneficial to be implemented at different organizations. You're cultivating information, downloading it for yourself, you're creating these articles, you're putting together processes, and you're putting it out into the LinkedIn space. You share it on your feed, you post it out, you might have a link to it somewhere. And you're just continuously putting that information out there because it's stuff that you love to look up, you love to research, you love to be part of, you love to experience and put it out and share it. And now people start to see these articles and they start to share out these articles. And then they start to reach out to you and ask you if you can be on a panel that they have going on, or if you could be interviewed for a podcast, or if you want a job or a consultancy. Now, in both of these examples, there was not an invitation. So what's the difference? The difference for a projector is that invitation only needs to occur when it is in direct communication with another person's energy. So in that first example, it was a direct energy exchange that was being stepped into without an invitation, versus the second example where there wasn't another energy out there until you were invited in. Now, once you've had the invitation, once you've received that invitation, then it's up to you to run that invitation through your authority and decide if that is something that you actually want to action. Just because you've gotten the invitation, that does not mean that you need to take action on it. It does not mean that you need to accept it. You can say no to invitations that don't meet your authority's desire for you to share. That's great. Hold yourself to the standard that your authority wants you to be held to. I hope that helps to illustrate what it means to receive an invitation. So an invitation can come in a multitude of ways, and we're going to get into that more in just a moment as we talk about how to create an environment where you are invited. And an invitation does not mean that you have to sit there waiting, twiddling your thumbs, sitting on your hands, doing nothing. You have, and in this day and age with social media, with the internet, with everybody having their own platform, you have every single ability to put your work into the world. You can share it with the people that you have an open invitation with. You can put it out onto your website. You can share your website onto your social media. You can share into the internet space, or you can share into a communal space, and it doesn't mean that you are not honoring waiting for an invitation. Waiting for an invitation is when somebody else invites you for that next step, when somebody invites you to exchange energy. You're not the one taking that step and saying, hey, can I do this? Can I sell you this? Which leads me into, how do you create an environment where you are invited? And more importantly, where your energy, knowledge, skill, wisdom is happily and readily received. So the first piece is put your content out there in the world. If you are your content, be somewhere visible. If you have writing as your content or media art as your content, whatever it is, find the platform that works for you. If you're a musician, get on SoundCloud. Doesn't matter. Put your content out into the world in whatever way works best and excites you. Whatever you're excited to put out and create around, use whatever medium works for you and get your content out into the world so that people can find you. The second piece of creating an environment that invites you in and receives your energy is to have a conversation with those who are closest to you. Now, if they don't speak the language of human design, it doesn't have to be a human design, I'm a projector conversation. It can be a situation where you speak with somebody close to you and you say, hey, sometimes I find that it's really challenging for me to get my opinion out into this conversation. If you notice that I'm feeling uncomfortable, or if I'm looking like I'm trying to say something, or create a signal with somebody. So if you have a close friend sitting next to you at that dinner party example, have a signal where you like lean into them or tap their thigh, depending on how close you are. And that's the cue that they say, oh, hey, what's your opinion on this? And that invites you into the conversation. You can do that at a networking event as well. You could say to somebody that you respect their ability to network with, I really admire your ability to create interactions with random strangers. I find that I have a very challenging time doing that. If we're at a networking event together, do you mind introducing me into the conversation? Likely that person is gonna say, of course. An open invitation is something that you have with the people who are nearest and closest to you. And an open invitation is a conversation that you have with somebody that basically sets the stage for, I know that sometimes I'm going to voice an opinion that might not be received kindly, or sometimes I feel like I want to say something and I need to talk it out and it's not necessarily fully formed, or I just need a platform that I can feel open and accepted into. And those are your open invitations. You have those people in your life where they receive and accept you. You can have open invitations that are ongoing with close friends or family members. You can also have open invitations in a work setting, or you can have an open invitation for the duration of a project or the duration of a task that you're accomplishing with somebody else. That gives you a platform that you don't need to be waiting for an invitation to share in those situations. And it can just be a quick conversation of, hey, we're in this together. I might say some things, you might say some things. Let's just get this piece of the puzzle together and we're gonna spitball off of each other and make this happen. That can be your open invitation, and it has nothing to do with a human design conversation. And finally, sometimes it's about sitting back. It's about waiting. It's about percolating and formulating an idea in your mind. It's about letting something sink and sit into your authority. It might not be about interjecting or being invited in that moment. And there's something that is a little bit more easeful and passive about that. And that's not a bad thing. Our culture is driven to push, move, strive forwards. And you know what? Sometimes we need that chill, calm, releasing energy. Sometimes we need somebody to sit back and not be the person that's moving and pushing something forwards. Sometimes we need that person to take it in, to formulate it, to process it, to come back at another point and say something with a fully laid out plan. So there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with the environment that you're in, and there's nothing wrong with the people that you're around if you need to be the one that sits back, takes it all in, formulates it, and then either comes back to that group with your idea at another point in time when you're invited to share it, or takes that idea to an entirely different group. Who says that you have to be with that group to share that idea? Maybe that view isn't right, or it isn't the right time for that group of people. You can take something in from one group and share it with another group that you're invited into. That's fine too. So know that you do not need to be pushing and striving forwards. You do not need to be And this goes for everybody. This is not just for projectors, for everyone. If you're not feeling that drive to push forward, or if that drive to push forward feels draining, take a break. If something in you, if that authority inside of you is pulling you backwards from something, that's not the place to share it. No worries. A quick recap. If you are a projector, in order to make an environment around you that best serves your energy and allows your energy to be invited in with an open invitation, here are your tips. Don't sit back and wait. Put content out into the world. Put yourself out into the world. Make yourself seen so that other people can see you and invite you in. Have conversations with people that are close to you, or acquaintances or friends that you're going to events with, or that you're in an immediate circle with. You might create an open invitation with that person, and you might create a signal or a way that that person can invite you into a conversation if you are around other people or at bigger events. And finally, if the timing is not right, acknowledge that, sit back, wait, take it all in, formulate, process, mull in, cultivate your wisdom, and share it when the timing is right, or when the environment and the group is right. I really hope that that helps my projector friends, as well as those of you who have projectors in your life, better understand what it means to wait for an invitation, and more importantly, to create an environment where invitations are aplenty. Once you've got that invitation, run it through your authority, say yes or no, move it forward, step back from it, whatever you need to do, and that is it. The signature for projectors, the truth of them being on their path and being in alignment with their energy, is success. So if you are getting invitations that you are saying yes to and you are saying no to, you are in alignment with your energy. I also have a video on the Projector Energy Type. It is combined with the Manifestor Energy Type because I find that they end up getting treated as each other, or expected to be each other. So I've put the two of them together and one video, and I'll link that in the end cards. If you are interested in this information and you want more about your own personal, unique human design, I also have a way for you to reach out to me to book either a first-time human design one-on-one session where we do a human design reading, or a follow-up reading, second-time human design reading, where we dive deeper into your lines and your channels, as well as where you can find out more information about your purpose. Or if you have something that's going on in your life and you want to have a coach through that, I also have coaching, and we can do an ongoing coaching session that links your life coaching as well as human design elements into it. So all the information for that is down in the description box below. And finally, let me know in the comments section, what is catching you? If you are a projector, where are you noticing your energy either flowing with people and in environments, or feeling like you're talking to a brick wall or to a void white room? Let me know in the comment section below if this is ringing true for you. You know the drill if you haven't already done so. If you like this content, give it a thumbs up. If you like all of this content, hit on the subscribe button, or even if you just want to know what the next video is, click that subscribe button, the notification bell. It does help to share this out into the Instagram space. You can tag me here, and I will see you in the next video.